Hi, so we've been asked to put together a short video about our testimony, basically about what God's been doing in our lives. And so we're about 3 weeks into this corona, say 2-3 weeks into this corona thing, and isolating and things like that. So what God's put on my heart with that is that we need to take that time to take stock of what we've got in our lives. So you could look at it on a really negative viewpoint, where we're cut off from the world and we can't see our friends, we can't go and get our hair done and things like that, which is important to me because I'm a hairdresser, and it's my income. So for a lot of us, especially those that are self-employed or in small businesses, our situation has radically changed because the world's been kind of shook up from all of this situation. But I'm kind of at peace with it, which 4 or 5 years ago I really wouldn't have done. I would have really struggled with this isolation, not being able to work, things like that. And I'd still find it hard. I enjoy my job immensely. I enjoy, spending those times at work, meeting people and things like that. I think it's important. We're all social creatures. But what I've been doing with this time myself is, and what's really been put on my heart as well, is to spend that time in relationship. So relationship with myself, relationship with God. So what I've done is I've segmented my day and made a structure, because for me structure is very important. So I'll wake up and I'll spend an hour or so just digging into the Word, listening to worship music, things like that. And then I've got various other things like projects that I've wanted to do and not had time and things like that. But throughout the day I'm always mindful as well about what I could be doing to just build that relationship. And what's really sort of struck me, what really has been put on my heart, is community. And little pockets of community have formed, and I think it's so encouraging that these pockets, these tribes, these whatever you want to label it as, have started to spring up, and people have kind of reevaluated their lives almost, or some, not all. I mean, for me it's about reevaluation this time, about building a relationship with God, about reevaluating what is important in our lives, and to me is that community, that love for each other. So that's really what God has put on my heart. And also just that he's got us, his hand is in this. There are some that say that it's been sent by God, or it's because of this, and it's that. I don't subscribe to that. I'm sorry, I just don't. I might be wrong, but that's as may be. But what I do know, here's my dog saying hello as well. What I do know is that God has got his heart in this, and that he will see us through. What's also interesting as well is that, hello Morgan, what I also find interesting as well is that the symbol that people have used to, the symbol that people have used to show hope is the rainbow. And as we all know as Christians, that rainbow is a promise from God that he will never destroy the world through flood. Never work with animals and children. This is the thing. So to me, I find that quite uplifting as well, that a lot of people will hopefully sort of find God in this time, or certainly reevaluate their faith. But yeah, for me, God is in this, and that's given me a comfort as well, that financially, yeah, okay, we're all going to struggle because we're all going to be hit with that, but we're going to be provided for. And what is important is that we're going to have roofs over our heads, we're going to have food in our bellies, and these strong communities and tribes, as I like to call them, that are formed, hopefully will just carry on going. And I think that's what's important. So for me, that's the message that God has put on my heart, is that we need to reach out from each other and love each other, support each other, and just be there, because that to me is that commandment from Jesus, that we love God with all our heart, and we love each other as God has loved us. And that's my testimony. Thank you.